Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're all ready for some spicy NFL drama because today, we've got some news that will make you say, wait, what? Grab your popcorn, buckle up, and let's dive into the latest headliner. Kirk Cousins' exit from the Falcons. Tank Dell's heart-wrenching injury. And some wild plays you won't believe happened. This week's been a roller coaster, folks, and I'm here to break it all down with a twist of humor and a sprinkle of chaos. Before we jump into the fun, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a spicy NFL take. Share this video with your friends. And let's get this party started. 1. Kirk Cousins getting the boot from the Falcons. Wait, what? Okay, let's kick things off with a real plot twist. You won't believe this, but according to insider reports, Kirk Cousins is about to get the thank you next treatment from the Atlanta Falcons. Yep, you heard that right, folks. The man who just signed a 4-year, $180 million contract with the Falcons earlier this year is apparently out the door. So, here's the deal. Cousins was having a rough season, sure. He's thrown for 3.508 yards, with 18 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. It wasn't exactly a disaster, but it wasn't lighting up the scoreboard either. And after the Falcons head coach, Raheem Morris, decided to throw a wrench in the whole thing by naming rookie Michael Penix Jr. as the starter for the rest of the season. Cousins probably saw the writing on the wall. Now, as I'm sure you're thinking, but wait, Cousins was supposed to be the guy. Yeah, I know, but here's the twist, it's March 17th, and there's a $10 million roster bonus due. So guess who's getting cut before that date? Cousins. The Falcons are going to save some serious cash. But the drama doesn't stop there. What's next for Cousins? Teams like the Giants, Raiders, and even the Saints could be sniffing around for a veteran QB on the cheap. Imagine him mentoring a young quarterback, giving us all the, I've been here, I know what I'm doing, vibes. But, hey, here's the best part. I'm calling it now, Cousins in a Steelers uniform. Anyone? Okay, maybe not, but the point is, it's going to be a fun offseason watching this unfold. 2. Tank Dell's heartbreaking injury. Spoiler. It's not a movie plot. Alright, now let's talk about something that's just gut-wrenching. Tank Dell, the shining star of the Houston Texans, gave us all the chills with a phenomenal TD catch against the Kansas City Chiefs this past weekend. But as he secured the ball, disaster struck. In a moment that'll make you pause and say, no. Jared Wayne, his own teammate, crashed into his leg midair. And what happened next was horrifying. Tank Dell's left knee buckled. And it was clear. Knee dislocation. Yup, the kind of injury that makes you cringe and wish you could turn back time. The worst part? Stroud, the Texans' rookie QB, was visibly torn up by it. I mean, Stroud was in tears, trying to hold it together. But it was obvious. That was his best friend. And this was a major hit for the Texans. Dell, who's already been through the ringer after a fractured fibula ended his rookie season early last year, was carted off the field in agony, with his leg being stabilized in a vacuum splint. Stroud said he could only pray for him, which shows you how close these guys really are. So, what does this mean for the Texans? They're already missing Stephon Diggs to a season-ending injury. And now Dell's injury could derail any chance they had of making noise in the postseason. I mean, they were just getting started, with 569 yards and 2 touchdowns on the season. Dell had become a real force for Houston. Let's hope the doctors have good news. But it's tough to watch. Let's keep Dell in our thoughts. Folks, he's been through so much already. And we're hoping he'll bounce back stronger than ever. 3. Fair catch kick. Jim Harbaugh's favorite rule. Okay. But let's lighten the mood with a cool one. Jim Harbaugh and the Los Angeles Chargers making NFL history with a play that literally no one expected, the fair catch kick. And you know what? Jim Harbaugh was like a kid in a candy store. He loves this rule. I mean, who knew that the fair catch kick was even still a thing? So here's how it went down. The Broncos were penalized for fair catch interference. And the Chargers ended up with the ball on the 47-yard line with less than 10 seconds left in the half. Enter Cameron Dicker, the kicker, who calmly knocked a 57-yard kick straight through the uprights, good for 3 points. It was the first successful fair catch kick since 1976. and the longest one in NFL history. Harbaugh was grinning ear to ear. "It's my favorite rule in football," he said post-game. "And I gotta agree, there's something ridiculously fun about seeing a kicker in the spotlight for something other than field goals." But the best part? The Chargers then went on to outscore the Broncos 21-6 in the second half, leading to a huge win that puts them at the 6th seed in the AFC playoff race. Momentum shift. Anyone? So there you have it, folks. Cousins, Dell, and a fair catch kick that's changing the game. It's been a crazy week in the NFL, and we're just getting started. What do you think? Will the Falcons really cut Cousins? Can the Texans survive without Dell? And how much more will we see of Harbaugh's favorite rule? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear your predictions. If you enjoyed this video, and who wouldn't, right? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. You know the drill. Help the channel grow. And I'll keep bringing you the funniest and most dramatic NFL updates every week. See you next time. Hey, don't leave yet. Check out my other videos for more NFL madness and fun. Click here for more awesome content and keep the conversation rolling. See you soon. Hey, football fans, welcome back to the channel. And I hope you're ready for some exciting NFL drama. The Baltimore Ravens just made a huge statement this Saturday night with a 34-17 victory over the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's not just a win, it's a playoff clincher. But there's more to the story than just the Ravens punching their ticket to the postseason. This game was a huge turning point in the AFC North race. And I'm here to break it all down for you. The Ravens are back, baby. Despite some head-scratching losses earlier in the season, hello, Raiders and Browns, the Ravens are back in the playoffs. And they're making a run for the AFC North crown. The win on Saturday night, thanks to a clutch pick six, locked up a playoff spot and kept them very much alive in the division race. But here's the twist. The Steelers, who had a chance to clinch the division with a win, are now tied with Baltimore at 10-5. With just 2 games left to go in the regular season, the race for the AFC North is heating up. How did this game unfold? Let me tell you, this was a classic Ravens-Steelers battle, and by classic, I mean intense, physical, and a little bit messy. Both teams were fighting tooth and nail for this win, but the Ravens managed to edge out the Steelers, especially with their defense coming up clutch in the fourth quarter. First half, the Steelers' big mistake. Pittsburgh played solidly in the first half, but they made a huge mistake that ultimately cost them. Russell Wilson made a big run, taking it 19 yards to the Ravens' 4-yard line, but just as he was about to set up for a 1st and goal, he got lit up by Ardarius Washington. The ball popped loose, and the Ravens recovered. Ouch. That turnover was a big swing in momentum. And you can't afford to make those kinds of mistakes against a team like Baltimore. Despite that blunder, the Ravens still weren't able to put it away early. Lamar Jackson connected with Isaiah Likely and Rashad Bateman for a couple of touchdown passes, putting Baltimore up 17-10 at the half. Third quarter, Steelers hang tight. But the Steelers weren't backing down. In the third quarter, they answered right back. Cordarrelle Patterson made an incredible catch in the end zone, fighting off a defender to haul in a 12-yard touchdown pass. Suddenly, Pittsburgh had tied it up at 17-17. Now, this is where things got really interesting. 2 teams tied, both gunning for win. But just when it seemed like the Steelers were about to take the lead, Lamar Jackson connected with Mark Andrews for another crucial touchdown, putting the Ravens up 24-17. The tension was building, and we were in for a wild fourth quarter. Fourth quarter, the game changer. Alright, here's where things really got interesting. The Steelers had a chance to make it a game in the fourth. But Lamar Jackson threw a rare interception to Minkah Fitzpatrick, giving Pittsburgh a shot to tie it up. However, the Ravens' defense wasn't having any of it. On the very next drive, Russell Wilson made a huge mistake of his own. On a bootleg to the right, he threw a terrible pass right into the hands of Marlon Humphrey, who made an easy 37-yard pick six. That's right, game over. The Ravens were up 31-17, and the Steelers just couldn't recover. The Steelers had no answer after that, punting the ball back to Baltimore. And then Lamar Jackson hit Zay Flowers for a 49-yard gain that essentially sealed the deal. The Steelers' frustration. It's got to be a tough pill for the Steelers to swallow. Despite a remarkable season and 10 wins, They couldn't lock up the division on Saturday night. The Steelers are now in a situation where they need to win out to have any